Cybersecurity engineering project. So my project is to develop and build a capture the flag platform to be used by students in a CTF competition. So I'm using the Vue 3 framework to build this web app. So I've come pretty far this week. I've achieved my original goals for the week. I spent a lot of time doing Vue tutorials, understanding the fundamentals, learning some tricks, how to build Vue apps. So I've got now a Vue project called SecEng CTF. I'm doing the majority of my code in a single file called app.vue. At the top of the file is the HTML with the Vue dynamic content. Below, similar to last week, I've got a data method section which contains all of the data. This week I've now got a questions array which contains all of the questions and the answers to each particular question. And now I've got also a whole bunch of different CSS styling for different parts of the web app, which make it look fresh and modern. So let's see what I've got. So last week, this was what I had. I had my Hello World version of the platform, some static content, a bit of dynamic content, and some buttons. This week, I've now got a much fresher looking UI. I've got 4 boxes with 4 discrete challenges. If you click on a challenge, it will pop up a modal, and inside of that modal you will see the question. In this case it's asking you to solve a cipher which has been encrypted in ROT13, so I'll quickly go and do that with CyberChef. I'm using the ROT13 recipe, I'm inputting that encrypted piece of cipher, and I'm getting back the flag in capture the flag format, which I can enter here. I'll get the result, your answer is correct. So when I was doing this code, I was thinking like an attacker, and I determined a way with the original code to game the system. So you could go back into a challenge, enter the incorrect answer, and in the previous code it wouldn't actually decrease the score, it would leave the score the same. So if you went back and entered the correct answer, it would actually allow you to answer it correctly and then increment the score, which allowed you to go beyond the maximum number. So you could have 5 out of 4, 6 out of 4. So thinking like an attacker. Next week I want to stick to my original goals, and that is to add user login, user registration, and user profiles. So a user is able to register to use the capture the flag, they can log in, they can start to do the challenges, log out, come back in, and they will be in the same state as they were before they logged in. So really looking forward to next week, seeing what I can achieve. Lots of cybersecurity engineering concepts, especially related to authentication next week, so super excited.